Welcome everybody, this is Loop Cubes. We are back again with another Bad League deck profile. Right now, we are coming back with the October Week 4. October Week 4 top cut deck profile. This is BMT's Metalfoes list. He came in second place, playing Baobaboon Metalfoes. And this deck topped last week as well, and this deck just does not disappoint. I can't wait to get right into it. So, BMT, welcome. How's it going, my guy?
I'm doing pretty well, to be honest. Just a little tired from yesterday, but overall I'm doing pretty well, yeah, thanks.
Cool, man. Well, we actually already did a video from last week, so we don't need to do quite as in-depth this time, but I do want to go over any ratio changes you made, as well as any meta calls you made for this coming tournament.
Yeah.
So why don't you just start with what things you changed since last week in the main deck?
Yeah. So I ended up bumping up Arc Phoenix Centric to 3, mostly because I felt like, in general, I was just kind of winning most of my games going first. Um, and then I really just realized just how insane the card is going second. It just represents two free pops on one card, basically. It's only bad versus Unchained, but that's a pretty okay matchup in general. You have a lot of non-destruction removal with Alcahest and Mithrilium in the extra deck. And then I replaced Ogre with Ash Blossom because I was expecting, again, a ton of Unchained this event. There were like 5 players.
4.
Only had like only 4?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Same difference. Other than that, the main deck looks mostly the same, really. I don't. I think that's basically it for the changes to the main deck. Yeah.
Cool.
Um,
Any changes
the
in the
side deck.
extra?
The extra. I ended up adding. I ended up adding in Orichalc. Since last week. Cutting the second Alcahest because you can usually just recycle it, and oftentimes you don't really need to make a second one. Um, and basically, Orichalc is just really, really good at OTKing. A lot of the time, he basically turns all your metal foes into mini Chaos Max Dragons, which they all do double piercing.
Yeah.
Completely insane. Um, yeah, but other than that, mostly the same thing in the extra, really.
Cool. Well then, yeah. So side deck, you kept the cosmics, you kept the smoke grenades. You decided to
Yeah.
play Soul Drain. Is this again for the? I think many players decided to side this for the Unchained matchup. I assume that's what you did as well.
I mean, it's in there. It's good versus Unchained, obviously. However, I also just kind of realized, wait, this card isn't banned because like it's absolutely insane. You don't really have any monster effects that activate Graveyard other than like Baobaboon, but you'll usually only be using that on your first turn. So like, yeah, the card's just absolutely insane in general. Also beats stuff like Fluffle and just really any deck that leads to Graveyard. Um, yeah, so then Santa Claus is just versus Unchained, which was quite a prevalent matchup yesterday. It's just better than Herald of the Abyss because they'll often have more than one Dark Fiend on the field. So you can you can choose which one. They don't just get to send a small guy instead of the link.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes
And then
sense.
then DD Crow, just pretty good hand trap. You know, some decks where Ash doesn't really do enough. I've cut Ogre entirely from the list. It just depends on the meta a whole lot, really.
Yeah,
Um,
absolutely.
yeah, but like in general, just for the side deck, usually you just going first. You just side in 3 Smoke Grenade for the 3 Arch Phoenix Centric, and then some matchup dependent card. You know, for example, versus Unchained, you would put in Soul Drain for like or you would put in Cosmic or whatever. but then versus other decks you might want to put in Crow. So it's just you side in going first, 3 smoke grenade plus a matchup dependent card, and then going second you would often put in, instead of the 3 weird normal pendulums, you would put in like claws or cosmic or whatever. Side patterns are pretty basic, just 5 really good cards.
Cool. Well,
So, yeah,
is there
that's
anything moving into next week you plan on changing?
I mean, I'm pretty happy where the list is at, honestly. I felt like all the games I lost this week, I didn't really lose to my deck being worse. It was just kind of me sucking at the game or something. Like, no, I don't really think there's anything in the main I would want to change. The side deck kind of varies a lot. But yeah, if I decide to play this again next week, the main looks pretty solid, to be honest.
Cool. Well, BMT, congrats on your win. I'm hoping to see you in first place next week. If you keep cleaning up with this list, you're definitely on track to get this deck to tier 1. Thank you so much for coming on.
Yeah, sure. Thanks a lot. Appreciate what you're doing, man. See ya.
Yeah, man. Have a good one. Bye.